Hi, so we're here with Amy Bate, and she's a public health educator with the Tooele County Health Department, and she was the one just giving the class with the senior citizens. Amy, thanks for joining us, and what's going on here? What were you doing with the senior citizens?
Well, I was teaching them balance and strength exercises because research has found that if you work on your strength and balance, you're able to catch yourself in a fall type of situation. And I will be teaching a fall prevention class coming up soon, and that was a part of that class.
Okay, great. So you were just giving, some of your students have ailments or disabilities, right? So you work with them on that?
Well, they've just found that people, of course, that are a little older do tend to have more falls, and when they do fall, it can become debilitating for them. They end up losing a lot of their independence, and they've just seen that people slowly go downhill and, have a lesser quality of life. And so I'm hoping to help prevent some of those falls and let them have a great quality of life.
Okay, so this really is more about preventing falling, as you mentioned earlier, right?
Yes, it's really important for senior citizens to be sure that they're working on their balance and strength, because they have found, and it has been proven, that if they continue on a regular basis to work on balance and strength exercises, they are less likely to fall.
Great. So your class is starting in June, but it's going to go year-round. It's not just a summer thing, right?
Correct, and we'll also be bringing it through the county, so Grantsville, also some of the assisted living centers, and yes, we'll continue to have the class as long as it's wanted.
Okay. So what exactly do you do in the classes?
There's 7 sessions, and we have guest experts come into several of the sessions. We have a pharmacist come in that talks about how medication plays a role in balance, and we have a vision expert come in because vision also plays a big role in falls. And then we have a physical therapist come into 3 of the different sessions, specifically when we are covering the balance and strength exercises, because a lot of people have questions if they've had knee replacements, hip replacements, or they use special mobility devices, and we just want to work specifically with those and more than anything kind of relieve some of their concerns.
Okay, so you don't use any equipment or anything like that?
Well, we do have some ankle weights that we bring in, but we also send them home with homework, because you can do these strength and balance exercises in your home. You don't need equipment, but we do have some weights that they can use just to kind of make their strengthening exercises a little more advanced.
Okay. So as we saw earlier, you were just sitting down and telling them basic moves as far as strengthening their leg muscles and hips and such.
Exactly. We do some movements that their bodies aren't used to doing, because if we strengthen certain parts of their body, like their hip flexors, and they're not, normally walking sideways, so they're not really building that muscle. So if we're practicing that, if they do fall or even take a little stumble or trip and they've worked on that muscle, they'll have a stronger muscle and be able to catch themselves easier.
Great. Thanks.